Welcome back. This is our presentation on SyteLine ERP, a world-class ERP system, and what the component parts of an ERP system are. In our prior presentation, we covered the inventory item master and how we handle and control inventory. In this presentation, we'll take a look at the routing and bill of material for those goods. If an item in your inventory system is manufactured, SyteLine stores against that item potentially a current routing and bill of material. What does that mean? A current routing is operational steps. It may go first to assembly, perhaps to painting, perhaps to finishing, packaging, and then out the door, or it could be multi-levels. If you're making a complex piece of equipment, there could be up to 20 levels in your bills of material. Each level, each component having its own routing, and each component having its own bill of material associated with it. We provide full engineering change notice control over your routings and bills. So you can submit an ECN saying, I'd like to change this operation from this work center to that work center, or add this material, or replace this material, or delete this material, and as a result, change the revision of that routing and bill. This results, of course, in a full revision history. So you can be able to see what that item was in revision A, revision B, revision C, or however you number or name your revisions. You could have revision 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, whatever works for you. And you can see prior revisions of the routing and bill and issue a job to the floor for any revision you have in your history. A common problem for engineering is we're going to replace a part, but we already have that part in inventory. We don't necessarily want to replace it until it's used up. So we can set up use until used up logic, swapping a component out when the component on hand reaches zero. Important to all of this, of course, is your ability to attach pictures and documents to your routings, notes, text, videos, Excel spreadsheets, and so forth. This is a feature not only available to a specific routing within the system, but for almost all the records within SyteLine. I can attach notes, documents, pictures to an item master, to a purchase order, to a customer record, to a general ledger transaction, etc. So in addition to this current materials, current operations, which would be, let's say, the standard way that you make your routing and bill, you can have an engineering sandbox where the engineers can play with routings and bills, see what the impact of cost would be, see what the impact of time would be, altering the routing, altering the bill until they're ready to copy that into the current routing and bill and make it standard. In our next presentation, we'll talk about the planning capabilities of SyteLine.